Hello and welcome to PMCLounge.com. In this video, we are discussing 5 relatively shorter topics that are sprinkled all over risk management knowledge area. As always, if you are into reading articles, first link in the description will take you to a relevant article on these topics over at our official website pmclounge.com. Also, second link in the description is very important as it is a playlist of every single video that we have done on risk management knowledge area. Let's get started. So first of all is secondary risks, and this is where you try to mitigate an original risk but a new risk pops up. So you're trying to mitigate this risk, but that's when you realize that your mitigation plan has led to another risk, and that is a secondary risk. For example, let's say it is cold weather and you have asked your team to come to office. The heater is not working, and that's why you're serving hot coffee. So that, the entire project team, they remain warm. But there could be a risk of people spending more time than usual on breaks. So a fall in productivity because you tried to mitigate a risk of cold weather and office heater not working. So that is a secondary risk right there. Second is residual risks. Now, these are risks that remain even after implementing a risk response. What kind of risks are these? They do not go away, they just remain there. For example, when you served hot coffee, there is still a possibility that someone from your team may catch cold because it is cold weather, your office heater is not working, you've served hot coffee, you've tried to mitigate the risk, but the residual risk of someone catching cold still remains. So this is an example of a residual risk. So the next topic is a workaround, and we talked about workaround as a strategy for dealing with risks that you accept, right? So when you accept a risk, you know that there is a risk, but you accept it. That means you will enact or you will perform a workaround if it materialized. What this means is you will basically have an unplanned response for such risks. So even your residual risks, they may fall in this category where you will have to enact a workaround if the residual risk materializes. A quick reminder, if you want to clear your PMP exam in 50 days, head over to pmclounge.com/PMP Study Plan and grab our free Excel file that is going to give you what you need to do in each of these 50 days to clear your PMP exam. It's totally free. Check it out. All right, the next topic is business risk. So business risk is a risk that possesses a potential gain or loss. So if this risk materialized, you could potentially gain or you could potentially lose as well. So you basically don't know whether this is a negative risk or if this is an opportunity. So you will get to know it only when it materializes. And I always love to take an example from cricket here. I'm sorry if you don't know about the sport, but we Indians really love cricket. So let's say rain is a risk on a cricket match. But when it does rain and eats up an hour, you realize that the cricket match actually has gotten even more interesting due to the lesser number of overs. So it's more exciting now that it had rained and the rain ate up 1 hour of play. So that is a business risk. It had potential gain as well, it had a potential loss as well. But in the end, you realized that this was actually an opportunity that created more excitement in the match. So that right there is a business risk. Pure risks. Now, unlike business risks, these are the ones that are always going to result in a loss. These risks are often insurable, but it is 100% sure that you will have a loss when these risks materialize. And that is why you have a medical insurance, term insurance. You are basically buying an insurance because you are trying to transfer a pure risk, which will always result in a loss. Question for this video: can you think of any business risk your project faced? A good question for your interviews as well. Business risk, that means it could have been a negative or a positive risk. Can you think of any that your project has faced? Let me know in the comments. Looking forward to your answers. So that's all that we had in this video. Do hit the like button if you got value out of it. It helps us stay motivated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified whenever we upload new content. Also, check out the website pmclounge.com, your number one free PMP resource. Thank you.